Amdram. I'm your host, Elena Bracken, and with me here today is Clare Bennett, Artistic Director of Playhouse 2, and also on the production committee.
I am.
What does that mean?
The production committee are the committee which choose the plays, and then they cast the plays as well. We read so many plays. In fact, these are just a few
second set of hands.
Of the plays that we read. These might be 2 years worth of plays. And what we do is we shortlist some, and there might be some that are in the pile for quite a while. And then we pick 5 plays for the season, and then we will sit together here where we are in the production committee corner, and we will choose the people and the actors that will go into those plays. And then it's a case of picking up the phone or face stalking, as you might have had me do a few times, and getting in touch with the actors, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, getting a cast together with no dropouts that will be in the final production.
And poaching.
And poaching, yes, in the best possible way. Elena came from the Curtain Theatre. Thank you very much, the Curtain Theatre. But then in the same vein, people will come to us and see actors at ours. Basically, it's the same pool of actors. Sorry, I don't know why I'm talking as though you're not here.
It's for them. It's okay.
It's all right. There is a pool of actors that the societies choose from. And it's like one big family, really. Well, the whole of the society is one big family.
Yeah.
And what happens is we see what characters we need, the descriptions, the age, the type of character, and then we'll look at the actors that are in the society, in the area, and we'll choose from there. We'll phone them up, like I said. So we are also, not only do we poach actors or invite actors or choose from the actors that are already part of the society, but we also have open days, which I think John Hoyle mentioned, where we invite people. Some have never acted before, some have acted but not here, to come along and showcase what they can do. And it's really informal, just a couple of little bits of scripts to read. So we will have some more of them soon. So if you want to have a look on the Get Involved page and send us in a form, we can contact you when the next one is.
Antisocial behaviour in every single society going, every single town going, is a major problem at the moment. And it got worse post-COVID. And the one consistent of that was lack of school and lack of extracurricular activities. Youth groups were closing down, theatres were closing down. There was nothing for them to do. So I think when you've got like a youth group, a youth theatre, where people can come and express themselves in a safe environment, it's so needed right now. Have you experienced that? Would you say that the children that you get are kind of being given a break?
What's important about the youth theatre here is that we don't push anybody. It's as important to come and join in, play the games, learn the techniques, as to get up and do the showcase at the end of the 10 weeks. We run for the 10 weeks and then we have a break for half term and then do another 10 weeks. But we do small showcases, and each 10-week stint we learn different techniques. So it's just about getting together, becoming part of a team, and just building your confidence, really. And just building confidence. I think that's one of the big things about the youth theatre here. Just to go on to the future as well, to be able to take that into further life, I suppose, all those skills that you get. Maybe I'm not the best person to say it, but being able to speak eloquently, stand up in front of people, it's not necessarily to make 100 professional actors. It's just to have skills for later life. And a lot of our youth theatre children will go on to be on the stage here, and they go on to the bigger productions. So we did Christmas Carol, and there were children in that. We've done Vicar of Dibley, and we used some of the children. So they will go on to the main.
They get to experience that.
So in a real theatre, which is absolutely amazing. So I'm not the facilitator at the minute. We have another fabulous woman called Miranda. But if you'd like to know more about the youth theatre, just again, pop on to playhouse2.org, and there's some information on there.
Yeah, wonderful. I think the theatre is kind of a home for weirdos. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean?
Weirdos together.
When you think about the kids in school, and especially young ones, like 6-7 years old, there's kind of this age change and almost a culture change in their lives, where some of their friends are more interested in like makeup and Instagram and their phones and things like that, and they're still like, I just want to play. I still want to play. I'm not ready to grow up yet. So cast out as weirdos usually, and I think youth theatres, and for adults as well, because let's not lie, most actors just don't want to grow up.
We just want to play.
And this is have fun to do that. And it's a safe place to do that, which I absolutely adore. Right, picking of plays again, how do you choose? Are these things that are already in your head, or? So
we tend to look at genres. We tend to have 5 genres, 5 plays, and they have to be different genres to have like a bit of an arc and to just be different and have a diverse range of plays throughout the season. So we'll have a thriller if we can, and that's always October time. And then we'll have what they call a bums on seat play. Okay. Which you'll know what bums on seats play, but for those who don't, it's basically a play that will get people into the theatre, get the bums on the seats. And these tend to be plays that will sell out. Like, for example, I don't know where it is now, but Calendar Girls.
In the pile
it's in the pile. Calendar Girls, which sold out within a week, which was unprecedented. And we put an extra afternoon matinee on because it was so popular. So
dirty old men.
Well, I'm not saying anything.
Oh no, but what's the third?
So there's a thriller, a bums on seats. There's usually something in the mix which just makes the audience think. Maybe something that you might not have seen in amateur theatre that often. We put on Revlon Girls about the Aberfan disaster a couple of years ago, and this next one, Jumpers for Goalposts, which John talked about, is another one that will make the audiences think with the subject matter, I think.
Yes.
But they have to be largely comedies because people like a laugh. They want to have fun. They don't want to work so hard. They just want to come, have a laugh, enjoy themselves. And especially, I don't really want to mention it that much, but post-COVID, we wanted to keep it as light as we could.
Of course.
So, One Man, Two Governors, again, another comedy. And then we often like multi-role parts, which are really interesting for the audience and the actors. Yeah, like Two. And Three Musketeers. And we like it because, we just like it because, well, Around the World in 80 Days, which you were in, was a multi-role as well. Yeah, it'd be great for the actors to do. 39 Steps, you've been in 39 Steps as well. And they're great for the audiences to watch. And it also shows the talent that the actors have. So we do like multi-role plays. And what's the last one this season? It is a multi-role play. It's Beryl by Maxine Peake. But yeah, a thriller, a bums on seats, comedies, and something that makes the audience think.
You know what? You've kind of opened a door for me there, because I've been trying to slip it in somehow, and I didn't really know how. I've been wanting to get you on the show for a long time, for a while.
Oh no!
And I tell you what, first girl as well.
Yay!
For goodness sake, first one.
Let's hear it for the girls.
You are by far, and it's so easy for you, which is really kind of annoying actually, one of the most intelligent, talented, creative beings to have ever walked the planet. And you're so nice.
Oh, thanks.
I feel like everybody, I'm embarrassing you, I know, but it needs to be said. So, like, I feel like some people want to be you know, like walk into a room and everyone's just happy. They just kind of bring that energy and they bring that joy. And very few people are actually capable of that because it can't be faked. It has to just be there. And it's just you through and through. And I feel like Playhouse 2 is just so lucky to have you.
Oh, thank you.
Going back to Around the World in 80 Days, when you've got an amateur theatre, funding and what you're capable of producing is just kind of limited. There's a ceiling in a sense in comparison to massive big budget productions. And I think every single time somebody comes here and they pay the nice cheap price to come and watch and be entertained, they always get a fantastic show. And Around the World in 80 Days, the set design, the costume design, absolutely everything that went into it, the actors, the creativity, it was just absolutely mind-blowing.
It was epic.
It was
it was epic.
Awesome by far. And it, like, I think you nearly ran yourself into the ground with it.
I did, yes.
But you give that. And I just kind of wanted to say that like, this lady right here, I mean, come to the theatre for her alone.
I think, I think amateur gets a bad rap sometimes. Is it bad rap or a bad rep?
Rep.
Bad rep.
Rep.
I'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, it gets a bad rep. Oh, yeah, reputation.
Reputation, that's it.
I won't be doing any rapping. It gets a bad rep because people think it's a village hall, rocking sets, terrible scenery, and it's not in this area. There are quite a number. Well, there's the Lyceum in Oldham. There's the Curtain Theatre in Rochdale, where you've played. There's Saddleworth Players at the Millgate in Saddleworth. That's 3. And then there's ourselves. And then even as far as like Droylsden and Guidebridge. And they're all actual theatres. Which we can rehearse in. Which we can perform in. And we have such a talented group of actors, backstage crew, technicians, front of house. But it's more of a non-for-profit. It's the word amateur isn't enough. It's like non-for-profit. Nobody gets paid for it. And it's a little bit like, to me, I feel like it's like rep. I feel like it's the modern rep. Where it's a company of players that are at the theatre. Yes, we have that pool of actors that we can all draw on, but we are like a company of players that remain in the theatre and work for the best and for our local audiences.
It's for the people.
It's for the people.
For everyone who's in it and out of it and watching it, and the people who don't even know you exist yet. Everything is just so selfless.
And so many people don't know we exist. We call ourselves a hidden gem because there'll be that many people that say, I've lived in Shire all my life and I didn't even know you were here. So audiences allow us to do what we love to do, don't they? And that's why I don't know what I'm going to say now.
That's why you keep going. Keep going. Keep coming to the theatre.
And why we choose plays that people want to see.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Claire. Final question, that'll put you out your misery. Amateur or otherwise, what would be your dream job?
Right. Well, I think being here, I've got to play so many roles that I'd never in a million years have been able to do professionally. And directing was never something I'd really thought about. Obviously, I've taught youth theatre. But it's always been acting for me. And I have done professional theatre with theatre and education, but never tread the boards of, say, the likes of the Royal Exchange or the Lowry. So for me, I would have absolutely loved to have been on the stage. A lot of people say, you should have been in the street. Not on the streets, in the street. But
whatever floats your boat.
A lot of people say that they could see me behind the bar. But I wouldn't really like television, I don't think. I think I'm too expressive for telly. I think I can see you on telly, definitely. But me, no, I'm just too big for television. So to be on the stage
professionally,
doing absolutely anything would be my absolute dream. But this is the next best thing.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
Claire, thank you so much for coming on the show. You've been a joy. I'm going to put all the relevant links to how you can get involved and reach out at the youth theatre and just the theatre in general.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Bye.